Continue to head on through the overnight hours. Rain chances will be limited, but we are looking at the future cast off to our west. We can see this cluster of showers, thunder showers, and as we head through midnight and then as we head through the early morning hours on Monday, we'll see that weaken. But still, there could be some stray showers, thunder showers around for the commute in on Monday. Remember, it's abbreviated work week too, so we'll take the rainy day on Monday, right? But I really think it's later as we head toward the evening hours. You could see more showers, thunderstorms pushing on through by about 5, and then notice by about 9 o'clock, that's when we could have some stronger or severe storms, and that threat may last just until about midnight, and then by Tuesday morning, we try to get that front through, and we've cleared out rather nicely by about 9 o'clock, so we are going to be in better shape as the day goes on. Tuesday, northwesterly flow coming in by 3 o'clock, looking pretty good in the afternoon hours. Even Wednesday looks nice as the future cast continuing to show some pretty dry weather here. And as we pick it up Wednesday and go a little further, a little deeper into the week, we could see still as we go through early Wednesday morning and during the day Thursday, we are looking at some nice dry weather leading on up to the 4th of July. So if you got the extended weekend and maybe you took Thursday off, you're in good shape. Same thing for Friday. Notice this is 2 a.m. Then as we get into the afternoon, things looking good for your afternoon picnics and barbecue plans. We should end up in pretty decent shape. And it does look like even the nice weather continuing into the beginning of the weekend, next weekend. So right now, pretty decent forecast coming for the 4th. Precipitation-wise, let's start this Monday morning. We can kind of get an idea of where it is and where it's going. Kind of Monday night is that time frame again. The evening hours, right on until about midnight, we'll start to see those storms push on through with the front. And again, stronger storms could be around. There could also be some heavy rainfall briefly too. And then again by Tuesday and Wednesday and on into Thursday, again, still not seeing much in the way of change. And next week's temperatures near normal, so pretty typical stuff for this time of year. Maybe a little bit above toward the end of the week, but most of us as we get into the week are looking at temperatures that are going to be right where we should be for this time of year. Now, how much rain? Most of us, about an inch of rainfall. But notice there's a couple areas of darker green. We could get up to an inch or two. And if you get those heavier downpours, you may actually end up with a little bit more rain than that. And thus, as we go through tomorrow evening, there'll be that heavy rain threat too with some of those storms coming on through. So beware of that. Beware of that chance of maybe some stronger or severe storms. Not outlook for a great risk, but it's not zero. So as we head on through tonight, there may be a scattered severe storm late, 72 degrees. Tomorrow, I think later in the day, the better chance into the nighttime hours as we're up close to about 90 degrees for the afternoon high. So really not too bad first part of the day. The second part of the day and into the night, it gets a little worse. And then after that, as we've been saying, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday looking good. Temperatures near seasonable levels or a little bit warmer, especially by Thursday. Overnight lows getting comfortable too in the mid upper 60s, at least relative to the time of year. And then as we get into the 4th, looking at sunshine and low 90s. And next weekend right now looks warm with low 90s around, maybe a storm Sunday and overnight lows in the low to mid 70s.